In today's video, we're going to be talking about why Airbnb is not what it used to be, and we're going to be giving you 5 points so that you can stay up to date.
Hey everyone, I'm Zev Forrest.
I'm Melissa Forrest.
And we are Airbnb super hosts. We are short-term rental hosts for the past 5 years. We've hosted over 3,000 guests and we have a lot to share with you. So stay tuned and listen up.
Yeah, so if you are new to this channel, we share with you all of the mistakes we have done in the past so that you don't make them and you could be 5, 10x times ahead of us. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why Airbnb is not what it used to be. I believe 5 years in this business. We've gone through some seasons. We've gone through the pandemic. We've gone through just different business cycles already. And we've seen how much Airbnb has changed from when we started in 2018 Definitely. To what it is right now. And I personally like the changes that I'm seeing with Airbnb. We're starting to see professional hosts come into play, and it's not just...
It's putting the fire.
I love the competition. Yeah. And because we're seeing a lot of markets that are getting more saturated, it's not just... Put your listing up on Airbnb and forget it, right? If you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been talking a lot about leave it and forget it. It's not that anymore. There's a lot of things that go into the pre-planning of setting up your Airbnb business, as well as what goes into the business itself. So we are going to be giving you guys 5 main points that we have seen that used to work with Airbnb and no longer do. So if you just take notes of these 5 things, you're going to be ahead of the game, and your intention of being a professional host, you'll be able to just be more successful in that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so point number 1 of what it used to be and it's not anymore.
So you can't just use your cell phone. Let's talk about photography.
Yes.
Right? So you can't just use your cell phone right now to just take photos as best you can and put them up on all the platforms, because that's just not going to cut it with the competition that's out there. You always want to have professional photography, and you always want to make sure that the photography is done in a way. We like to have photography. Well, I do the photography for ours. It's a hobby that I like to do, but we always like to do it in a design kind of way, not necessarily focused on real estate photography. We like to have the photography done like you're looking in a magazine, so to speak. So make sure that you have a professional photographer hired for your Airbnb and for all your other short-term rentals, so that you're at least in that upper percent echelon of listings that have photos that look nice, because photos are the most important thing on your Airbnb listing.
Yes, and gone are the days of just taking a photo with your iPhone and uploading on Airbnb and then expect to get an occupancy rate of over 50% and be able to charge the top dollar in your market. Those days are gone.
Yeah, so you grab the attention. Everyone looks at photos first, and then they probably look at the reviews second, or vice versa. But whatever it is, a lot of the attention, most of the attention goes to the photos, and if they want to click on your listing or not, to see if they are more interested than just the photos. If their interest goes any further than that. Yeah.
So number 2, before on Airbnb, just being on Airbnb itself was enough.
True.
And this is something we just learned this year. So the first 4 years of our journey in this space, short-term rental space, because let's call it that, because Airbnb is just a marketing platform, right? Your business is a short-term rental business. So when we first started, we were on Airbnb just for 4 years, just on one platform.
Even though there were other platforms, you just weren't interested.
But we were able to get an average of occupancy rate of above 85% on all of our listings, and that was just enough before. But as the competition is increasing and markets are getting more saturated, it's just not going to work anymore. So now we are on Airbnb, we are on VRBO. We also created created a direct booking site, which is xeniastays.com. And we have it all connected on a PMS system.
What's a PMS?
A PMS system is
property management system.
Yeah, here you go.
Software.
Yeah, we use Getsy. We'll do a video on that another time too. But we use Getsy, and what Getsy does is that it manages your calendars with it for all those platforms, so that you don't get any double bookings. So
and a lot more.
Yeah, and a lot more. But just simply said, that's one of the biggest reasons why you want to get a PMS system too. And just through that system, you do all the communication to your VRBO guests, to your Airbnb guests, and direct booking guests. So we're on that, and then we're also on some of our midterm apartments and homes that we have. We also do furnishfinder.com and corporatehousingbyowner.com. So it takes more than just putting on an Airbnb to be successful. So take notes.
Definitely. Also, another thing, number 3, is this is, I would think this is just as important up there with photography, right? Yeah. Because they kind of go hand in hand, is the design. And you want to make sure that your property stands out with the design. You can't make it look like everyone else's property. You can't make it can't be minimalist. You can't just throw the basic pieces of furniture into your property and think that people are going to book that, when there's a lot better properties that have a lot more furniture, a lot more amenities, a fully stocked kitchen, and are their price the same? Yeah. So you're either going to come down on your cost, you're going to attract a different type of guest, or you're just going to lose out on your business overall. It's going to continue to sink. Yeah. So what are some things that people can do for design to make their design better? Well,
think about it this. Your pictures are your marketing. Your design is your marketing. So you want to be able to captivate your guests, at least have them, when they're going through hundreds and thousands of units, especially if you're not on page number 1, and they're going through all these pages and they have no reason to want to stop on your unit, they're just going to pass you up. So what we've seen in this industry is wallpapers.
Wallpapers seem to be doing well for people to give it a good pop on the wall.
Making your bedroom walls stand out, your living room walls. We've also seen those LED lights with signs, but that's something that we're seeing too, like that your unit is Instagrammable. That's not personally some of the stuff we do. I think our focus,
do different things.
Yeah,
we're
luxe.
Kind of like a luxe design, I guess, or more so just like it's not the same furniture you're going to see that you see in everyone else's Airbnb. That's what we like to. That's what we like to focus on. We're not going to just IKEA the whole place out, right? Because people know when there's certain furniture from IKEA, right? And it kind of gives you that cheaper feeling. Of course, we love IKEA. You can use certain things from there, but we personally think that not everything should be from there. And look, at the end of the day, if you don't have that design touch, if you don't have that creativity, if you don't have that eye, then hire a designer. It's very important that your design stands out. And the better your design, the more money you can charge, and the higher your occupancy rate will be, and the more clicks you're going to get on your listing. It just works out overall. The better your design, the better everything else is going to be. It's going to trickle down to that. So hire a designer if you can't do it yourself, and invest in a designer.
I want to add on to that too. On top of the design, also not neglecting comfort, meaning a really good quality couch, good quality linens, good bath towels, good hand towels, good pillows. And now we are on point number 4. Point number 4 is gone are the days where you could just
live under a rock.
Gone are the days where you could just live under a rock. And what do we mean by that? Like technology in this industry is changing constantly. So much.
So many new things are coming out.
We actually just got back from VRMA, which was a really big conference that took place in Las Vegas a few weeks ago. And there were hundreds of vendors at this event for direct booking, insurance, all these new gadgets that are coming.
How to buy different furniture from different people. people and get discounts, different booking. There's more booking platforms now that I haven't even heard of. So they're all up and coming.
Yeah.
What else did we see? We're going to talk about a lot of them in a different video too.
Yeah, but the reason why we're saying that gone are those days where you could just live under your rock and think that you know it all, or think that just, you know, watching a few people that you follow on Instagram is going to be enough. Those days are gone, because you get to go out there and connect with like-minded individuals, mastermind with them as well. This year, we really were intentional about saying that it was a year of networking for us, the year of getting out there and meeting more like-minded individuals in our industry. And we've done that, and we've learned so much.
So you can't just put up your property on a listing and then just forget about it and think that all the tech and whatever you have that you're managing the property with software-wise, or whatever smart tech devices you have in the home, are just going to work forever. You're either growing or you're shrinking. You're never going to just stay the same. So if you're not growing and you're not going out there into the industry and going to conferences or keeping up to date with a lot of the tech devices and a lot of the other the things that would organize your business and keep it growing, then you're not going to grow.
Yeah. AKA, you can no longer stay comfortable in this business as an Airbnb host. You have to get out there and meet others just like yourself. And then the last point as why Airbnb is no longer the same anymore is dynamic pricing. So what I mean by that is the same system that hotels use to price their hotel rooms, that take in consideration the demand in the area, what events are going on, and then your price, the price is different every day. So that same system is called dynamic pricing. We use it as well in our short-term rental industry. The one that we personally use is Pricelabs. You'll see the link down in this video for Pricelabs. And before, we've been doing dynamic pricing for a while. We've been using it for a while. Before, when I did my pricing research and saw what other people are doing, and I came up with my base price, I would just put up my base price and probably not visit my pricing for at least like maybe 2 weeks or once a week, and that was enough. And we had really good occupancy and really good bookings that would come in. But now that is definitely not enough. Now I like to call it active dynamic pricing. And what I mean by that, especially during slow seasons, what I mean by that is that I go on my dynamic pricing system every day. I look at the graphs. I look at what my competition is pricing at during that week. I look at the seasonalities. I look at the recommendations that the tool is giving me, and I'm constantly moving my base price. It's not just a base price for that week. My base price is changing almost every day now, and this is what it takes now as an Airbnb host, again, because a lot of markets are saturated, and we're also going through a different business cycle, not just business cycle, economical cycle out here. So you get to be active in pricing your Airbnb.
Exactly. So don't just put it up on a pricing software and just forget about it. You got to be active on it, proactive. So those are our 5 tips today. If you guys have any other tips that you come up with, or if there's something that comes to mind that we maybe have forgotten or it went over our heads, just drop a suggestion in the comments and let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, and make sure to subscribe to our channel if you love what we're talking about. We would really appreciate it. Also, be sure to with your friends and like it as well. Thank you.